99.5 FM, New York City. That's DJ Charlie Hustle on the ones and twos. This is G1. So what we were talking earlier today about the situation in the case of the 43 missing students in Ayotzinapa, Roddy, you were mentioning earlier. Imagine if you had a group of activist students here in the United States, they take a bus somewhere, and all of a sudden they get into a skirmish with the police, and we never hear from them again. And that's what's going on. And nobody has answered for it. So today, in the studio, we have Anayeli Guerrero de la Cruz. Her brother, Yoshivani Guerrero de la Cruz, is one of the 43 disappeared. We're going to be speaking in Spanish and having a quick translation so she can tell us a little bit about the case. So, Anayeli, thank you for being with us today. If you could tell us about your struggle and the work that you're doing here in the United States in this caravan demanding justice for your family member.
Ya vamos a hacer 2 meses que estamos acá en Estados Unidos y
she's been in the USA for 2 months in the country to try to spread the demands of the people of Mexico that are dealing with this, with this massacre, and at the same time denouncing the Mexican government. And the reason they're denouncing the Mexican government, and at the same time doing it in the United States, why it's so important, is because of Plan Mérida. Plan Mérida supports the Mexican government. So right now the U.S. pretty much has a huge say in what's going on in Mexico, but they're not acting on it. And when we talk about what Plan Mérida is, Plan Mérida is the deal that the United States government has with Mexico to train their police. You know what I'm saying? So when we talk about making connections, in the last 8 months here in this country, we've had, huge attacks of, black and brown and poor people being killed by the police. And the United States is exporting that type of training with the police, and we're seeing the results of that in Mexico. And not only are they exporting it, but they're funding it. They're paying for it. You know what I'm saying? So the people here, she's here demanding justice for her brother.
Clemente Rodríguez Moreno, que va a hablar. He's going to speak a little bit about also the struggle demanding justice and the caravan that's been going on here in the United States. Bienvenido, Clemente Rodríguez Moreno, al programa.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Clemente Rodríguez Moreno, mi hijo Cristian Alfonso Rodríguez Telumbre. Nos encontramos aquí.
He's saying that his son is one of the disappeared, and people need to know the truth. People need to know the truth about what happened to them. The Mexican government is trying to get away with a lie and saying that they are dead. All 43 of us on this trip have had a grand experience. We've met so many people. We've built with so many different communities, with black people, with African American community, Mexicans who have gotten deported, people that are sharing and uniting with us. We want them to know that we feel that we aren't alone, that we will show the Mexican government that we are not scared, and that we are taking this story and this struggle globally.
We have a parent of one of the Ayotzinapa disappeared here with us today, and we have a sister, and we're gonna bring them up, you know what I'm saying, because we're trying to bring these struggles together, y'all.
Bueno, al menos para mí las Panteras Negras representan un movimiento muy importante para nuestra lucha de Ayotzinapa.
We're here specifically today at BB King's because for her, especially the Black Panthers, represent something very important for the movement in Ayotzinapa and for the movement in Mexico right now. It's a very clear solidarity that we have with each other.
Pensó Peña Nieto, el gobierno, que los padres de familia se iban a quedar callados. Así como ha matado gente en el territorio mexicano, pensó que con nosotros iba a ser lo mismo, pero aquí le estamos demostrando.
Enrique Peña Nieto, who is the president of Mexico, thought that Ayotzinapa was going to be the same thing as everything that he's done and every politician has done before in Mexico. But Ayotzinapa is here to show him something different, to show him that we're not going to be quiet and we're not going to stand down.
Vivos se los llevaron. Vivos se los llevaron. Ni con tanques, ni metrallas, los padres no se callan. Ni metrallas, los padres no se callan.
We the people are the ones who gonna have to fight. We used to say, which side are you on? Which side are you on? The truth is, we're in so much debt that the only way out is revolution or war. So now the question is, which side are you on?
Which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on, my lord? Which side are you on, boy? Which side are you on, my lord?
See, before I draw the line, let me welcome you close to all the folks who knew Obama sold the people a hoax. Gave the money to suckers while our community's still poor. Withdrew the troops but started another war. Colonizing, terrorizing, creating the oil crisis so they can make a kill on no food and gas prices. Prisons is filling, they trying to lock up the future. Militarized borders and control of computers. Want a stupid bumping music that ain't healthy for the shortest. Privatizing schools and policemen in the hallways. Can't be dormant, I'm awoken. Rise up, be ready. Brought the family with us and we hold the machetes.
Riding the fence, riding the fence. Too many people be riding the fence. Yeah, you say you ready for war, but are you convinced? I'm not convinced. If you're a rider, freedom fighter, crowd excited, then let's do this. We can make one big united middle finger to the US. Give me the bravest and the truest. Fuck the hippest and the coolest. We gon' spark this revolution and cross this off our to-do list. Put your foot down if you look down on this criminal system. Put your book down and get shook down like my niggas in prison. Don't be condemning and condoning their actions in one sentence. Make up your mind, choose your side. Is you a patriot or a menace to society? So riot or sit by quietly. But don't pull out your flag and try to say you gon' ride with me. You flip-flopping like hip-hop. I don't get locked in that trick box. Get got like Big and Pop. Shit's got to stop. I am the people, not the pig. I repeat after Fred. So please blow my brains out if I ever forget.
I'm with the independent thinkers. I'm down with the movers and the shakers and the ex-Henny drinkers, the non-smokers, the health advocates, the non-voters, the young bloods in the hood training like soldiers. I'm on the side of the tracks with the hood gardens, the little child that don't color inside the margins. I don't ride the fence, I cultivate my strength, cause if it ain't about power, it don't make sense. I've been down with Boogie Down since BDP, some Brown Pride, and Black Power make RBG. A OG told me choose battles wisely. In the struggle, don't forget your children and your wifey. If you don't see me on the podium preaching it, every day I hope my every action is teaching it. Cause revolution is a process, it's not a speech or a panel. Don't bite off more than you can handle.
Rock hard like slingshots in Palestina. Con todos los estudiantes por educación gratuita. I'm with workers uprising and the right to unionize. We ain't crossed the border, so you better legalize. I'm with La Peña del Bronx. I'm still with Victor Toro, cause gentrification is polluting my borough. So bro never, South Bronx forever. Decolonize the block, make your neighborhood better. I ain't down with the rich, I'm more Richie Perez. Don't talk to grand juries or cooperate with feds. I'm with students, doctors, janitors, teachers. We need living wages, but they don't believe us. Monida, Barretto, Spofford, Hunts Point, my hood, I love. We join forces, forming our deck, BX. Taking over buildings, rebel Diaz for the children.
Politics to sickness, streets express symptoms. Caught up with a quickness, big business pimps them. Scholars play the simpleton, fools play with wisdom. Who will stand and fight back? Who will play the victim? Trials and tribulations, injured generations. Stolen history and outsourced innovation. Babel Tower fell, tribes are at war. The battle story's not represented in the score. The game's fixed, most of the faces and names switched. Credit stolen for art, science, religion, language, technology, philosophy, and what strange is. They paid in hatred for the knowledge of the ancients. Power in words, actions, guns, swords. Aim Panthers, brown berets, young lords. Pick a side, one sickness, one cure, one love, one blood, one world, but one war.